Welcome. I'm going to walk you through a practice to deepen your intuitive capacity using a Tango practice. How to practice. For solo practice, stand in a way that is aligned. So that means gather your ankles. Feel the four corners of your feet. Now feel the weight of your hips and pelvis heavy and pressing down through your powerful thighs, your knees, your calves, through your ankles into these four corners. Feel yourself grounded and breathing through your nose. Breathe deeply into your belly, letting it become nice and round. Tuck your chin slightly. This will allow your chest to lift. Now in Tango, and in your life, I'm going to say, you want to be as open with your heart as possible. Allow your spine to lift out of this grounded lower part of your body, as if a thread were attached to the crown of your head, lifted up to the stars above. So right now you've connected with the earth through your feet, and you've connected to the stars above the crown of your head. So these are visual metaphors to give you the sense of yourself stable but also lifted. So you're actually quite light above your hips. Feel the firmness of this posture, not the stiffness, but the firmness, the integrity of it. I want you to feel the front of your body is open and held by this firmness, so that you're everywhere from your sex organs to your navel, your belly, your heart, your throat, the front of your face even, all of that is like open to what the world, to what others, your dance partner, your marriage partner brings to you. So as we go through this exercise, I will ask you to keep coming back to this posture, to bring your attention back to this posture. So now with your spine lifted, your pelvis and your legs, everything heavy, allow your open chest to just move forward a little bit so that you're above your toes. The weight in the four corners of your feet shifting slightly to the two front corners of your feet. So you're still in your balance, but that balance is delicate. Even a breath of wind could move you forward if you're a lead, or backward if you're a follow. Now we're going to use the basic 8, which are 8 steps that are used to teach tango, but not to dance it. So, one of my teachers says there's 4 steps in tango: forward, back, to the left, to the right, and then everything else is working with that. There's also the pause, but that's technically not a step. So the basic 8 takes us through 8 positions which use these 4 steps, and it gives us a way to really tune into our body as we're making these steps. So from this aligned and in balance position that you're in, now consciously transfer your weight through your body. So that's position 1. Your ankles are gathered. That's position 1. So you're going to step from there to your left. This is the lead aspect of this. So you're going to step to your left into the second position, leaving your right foot where it is until your left foot has landed. And you maintain your level, so you're not dipping or dropping as you go through this. You maintain that level by activating the muscles in your legs and in what I always refer to as your lower triangle. So you're basically engaging that what in the yogic terms, that root lock, the muscles of your pelvic floor, your perineum, your sex organs, and your belly. So it's deeper than the core. It's that it's from in the pelvis. So you're all of that is engaged as you move over to that left foot, and then you bring the right foot slowly towards it and gather. And now with similar attention and intention, slowly step into, so for the lead, that would be stepping into the third position is on the left side of her right foot, and then forward again into fourth, and then gathering at the fifth. So for the lead, by the time you get to the fifth position, your ankles are collected again. Now take a moment to pause and take a breath. And again, pay attention to your alignment. Your spine is straight. The weight is in your pelvis, your hips, and down into your legs. Most of the weight is in the balls of your feet on those two front corners. Your chest is over your toes. The front of your body is open. Now for the follow, you're making these steps on the other side. I encourage you to do this as a solo practice, to do it as the lead. And if you practice with a lead, then you will be reciprocating as the follow. And by fifth position, you would be in the cross. And now you resolve by moving forward, stepping forward into sixth, gathering before you step into seventh, which is a sideways step to your right, and then bringing your left foot to meet that right foot there into the eighth position. So there are 8 steps in this basic 8 exercise. Again, it's not a figure in tango. It's not something you would dance in a milonga. It's just a way of feeling your body as it goes through each of these steps. And so to go back to the intuitive practice, it's tuning your body into how can I, in the most elegant way, make each of these steps. So allow yourself to feel how hard it is or how easy it is. Just feel that in each of the steps and pause regularly. Pause. Take a breath. Bring your attention back to your body and how it feels. How it is moving through these steps. And breathe. Breathe. Now if you're in a couple and practicing, and I encourage you to do this, the solo practice as solo, and to do both sides of it. So if you were on the follow side, you would be aligned in that same way, your chest over your balls of your feet, and instead of stepping forward, you would step forward with your left foot. You would gather, then you would step sideways, gather, and you would step back, and you would be a little bit pulled off your balance slightly. On 3, 4, and 5 you would gather in the cross. On 6 you would step back, gather, and then step into 7 and gather in 8. The point of the exercise is to move slowly to transfer weight consciously to stay at the same level. Now, there's reasons why you will want to adjust levels when you actually dance in a milonga or dance in a performance. But for the purposes of the exercise, try to maintain your level and engage all the muscles in your body that are required to maintain that level. Now, how does this build our intuitive capacity? Well, the first way is you're paying attention to your own body. You're paying attention to how it feels. And if you practice with another, so if you're leading somebody, now after you've done this exercise by yourself several times, you are now beginning to feel how they feel because you're moving them, you're moving the follow, you're inviting them to move into spaces, and then you're registering how they're balanced. On a very superficial level, it's just registering where is their weight, where is their balance. And this is where it starts. So building our intuitive capacity is something that happens incrementally, practice by practice, step by step. And it starts by paying attention to what our own body feels and knowing that if we're leading somebody or following somebody, their body is having a similar but different experience. How can I feel what that is? First, breathe, keeping the front of your body open. And then just being sensitive to how are they breathing? Are you feeling tension? Your breathing can actually help somebody to relax because it will remind them to breathe. You don't have to say anything. They'll feel you doing that if they're paying attention. So again, we're paying attention to our own body. We're paying attention to the body of the person that we're moving with. And practice by practice, step by step, breath by breath, pause by pause, we become more and more sensitive. So again, and I encourage you not to do this for too long, like probably 5 or 7 minutes is plenty. This is intense, okay? So don't be too hard on yourself. Just, we build our intuitive capacity incrementally. We build our artistry as tango dancers, as husbands, as wives, as lovers. We build this incrementally. We create depth and beauty in our relationships, our marriages, and our dance incrementally. Trust your slowness more than your haste. Trust your silence and their silence more than the noise of your thoughts and words or their thoughts and their words. And really, I encourage you not to tell each other, if you're working in a couple, not to tell each other what to do. Allow yourself to feel where you're out of alignment. Allow the other to feel where they're out of alignment. And then make your own adjustments for yourself and for them. You know, we're all of us here trying to figure out how to get through our days, our lives. And most of us have a capacity to learn from ourselves and from each other. We don't need to be told things. That gets us back into our head. We want to be doing this at a deep, muscular, tissue, cellular level. So notice that the noise of your own chatter, the noise of your own thoughts, try to become still there and know that all that's going to be there when you're done. You're not going to lose anything. But just for a few minutes, become still, become silent, become deeper and more attentive to your own body and to their body than you normally would. And then after 5 or 7 minutes, just go back to normal. But I encourage you to do this at least once a day. And if you have any questions, please send me a message at rev.hans@sacredbodies.ca. Thanks for watching.